this. Give me the reaction that I want. And that is what I wanted. Let the hate pour in, all you fuckers. Because that is right. I am still the 34-time hardcore champion. I am still the #1 heel. I am better than all of you. And I am right here. I am Hardcore Rock. And this is a channel that should be put on a t-shirt. The channel that should be all over the internet. The channel that succeeds all others. And the channel that is 24 karat. It's the People's Wrestling Channel. And right now, before I get into what this video is all about, and it's the one you've been waiting for, it is very, very damn important. All of you, spread the word. Get your voice heard. Tell all of your friends. Tell every single one you know. Comment below. Comment below. I can't stress it enough. It's important you comment below. Right now, comment below. Share. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it on every single damn wrestling group there is in my world. And me right now, right this second, on Facebook, Ricky JP. Go and view and like WWA World Wrestling Alliance. Follow me on Twitter, Rick the Rock 30, and check my blog on Twitter and on Facebook. You got every single one of my other videos on here. That description is there. You better read it. Smash that bell right now, right this second. Right now, I'm watching you. And turn every single one of my notifications on. You don't want to miss a second, ever miss a second of me. Of course, I can't forget that you need to go and check out the website that I write for. Wrestling with Johners. Wrestling with Johners. Wrestling with Johners. Wrestling with Johners. And of course, not forgetting, never forgetting, and you shouldn't forget this either. Nobody should forget this, to get two shout-outs. You like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And speaking of shout-outs, I have got two to do, because I am a busy man. So first of all, to you, Mark Reviews. There goes your second shout-out. Sorry, Mark Reviews 2.0, 2.0. So there goes your second shout-out. And to someone else that commented on my videos, and thank you for this, Hardcore Rock appreciates it, simply known as Tim. There's your first shout-out. You have to watch my other videos, all my other videos, to see when your second shout-out happens. But to everybody else, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. But this is a video that you've all been waiting for. This is a big one. This is a moment you've all been waiting for. This is it. The time has finally come. It is the giant one. It is the massive one. It is the most electrifying video I'm ever gonna do. Because this is the one, the only, none other than my Wrestlemania predictions. And of course, this is the big one. This is the big one. So before I get into my predictions, I will put my towel there so I can keep an eye on it, so I never ever lose it again. So we all know, and Christopher Mace, the holiday. I saw you coming in on my other video. I saw the little comments. I'm going to address you towards the end of the video. But everybody else, watch until the end. So we know what Mania is going to be. It's going to be a 2-day, that's right, 2-day WrestleMania. It is pre-recorded. It is in the Performance Center. And Rob Gronkowski, the Gronk, is going to be the host. It is what it is. Unfortunately, it really doesn't feel like WrestleMania week. It doesn't feel like we're 2 days, 48 hours from the show of shows, from the showcase of the Immortals, the biggest event of the year, the night of nights that is WrestleMania. It doesn't feel like that, but I'm hyped up. I'm going to be hyped up in this video. You should like and subscribe. Like and subscribe right now. I'm going to just get on with the predictions. And there are many, many matches. So, some of these are not big enough for Mania, and some are. We're going to get to all of them. So we will start off with 4, and I don't know what match will be on the kickoff shows, but it will be for a match that isn't big enough for Mania, for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, Raw versus SmackDown. It will be Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, taking on and defending against SmackDown's own tag team of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This should be okay. I'm picking new champions here, and those titles will go to SmackDown. And be on Raw enough, I think. Next up, a match from SmackDown, again, not big enough for Mania, but it will be one half of Machinery Otis going one-on-one against the show-off himself, Dolph Ziggler. Great that Otis, if this had been in Tampa, if this had been in the stadium, this would have been big for Otis. I suppose it still is, it's still classed as WrestleMania, and I just hope that most of these matches weren't the matches that were meant to happen. They've just kind of scrambled them together and thrown them together the best they can. So like I've said, it's big for Otis, but not a big match by any stretch of the imagination. So your winner, your victor in this one will be Otis. Next up, a match that, again, another match that isn't big enough for Mania. A match that isn't going to happen, but I will predict it anyway. For the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles in a ladder match. It will be Jay and Jimmy, the Usos, Kofi Kingston and Big E, the New Day, and the tag team of, they are The Miz and John Morrison. This match will not be taking place because apparently The Miz wasn't at Mania. Again, was pre-recorded. And apparently they went with John Morrison taking on one of the Usos. I would go with Kofi Kingston versus John Morrison versus one of the Usos. You could have it where whoever, either the Usos or Kofi Kingston, grabs something, could be a contract, and whoever gets that tag team then gets a future tag team title shot. But if this match had happened, The Miz and John Morrison would have kept those titles. A match that is happening, again, another match that isn't big enough for Mania, it will be the King of the Ring winner, King of the Ring tournament winner, the King himself. He is King Corbin, going one-on-one against, you walk with him, it's Elias. A match that's very much been thrown together, but getting his first ever WrestleMania win will be Elias. Another match on the Raw side of things that has just been thrown together. Again, another match that isn't big enough for WrestleMania. But it will be the almighty Bobby Lashley going one-on-one against Fade to Black. It's Aleister Black. Again, like I said, not a big enough match for Mania, but I think also getting his first ever WM Mania win will be Aleister Black. Next up will be, on the SmackDown side of things, again, another match that isn't big enough for WrestleMania, but it will be in a fatal 5-way match, elimination match for the SmackDown Women's title. It will be Feel the Glow Naomi, the Marina herself, Lacey Evans, the Blueprint Sasha Banks, the one, the only Tamina, and the former hugger, now turned heel, Bayley. Naomi, no. Tamina is just there. Lacey, I would love to see win, but my pick here, the winner of this match here, will be Bayley. I can't see the title changing hands in the front of nobody, no live crowd. I think they will build this for SummerSlam. It will be Bayley versus Sasha Banks in August at SummerSlam. Next up will be, keeping with the SmackDown theme, again another match that isn't big enough for Mania, but it will be the Yes Man. You know him, it's Daniel Bryan going 1-on-1 against, he is the new champion, Sami Zayn. This will be for the Intercontinental Championship. By the way, plenty of fresh matches here. I always do like fresh matches. I know I've been on about it a lot. But the fresh matches you get in, obviously, is this one. Fatal 5-way, Lashley versus Black. I believe Corbin versus Elias. The triple threat, Usos, New Day, Miz and Morrison, if it had happened. Otis versus Ziggler. So all fresh matches. Now this should be a good one, but like I say, not big enough for WM. Now we're your winner here, and remaining the Intercontinental Champion will be Sami Zayn. I can't see a title changing hands. If Daniel Bryan wins, I think that's Drew Gulak's push gone. Next up will be, still, we'll go back to the red brand because it's going to be KO himself, the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, taking on the Architect, the man who wants to burn it down, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins. This should be a good one, but again, not big enough for Mania. Owens only had one Mania win in the past. Rollins has had many. So for this one, and I couldn't see them editing it, giving Rollins like godlike powers and like I said, editing it. But your winner in this one will be Kevin Owens, and your loser will be Seth Rollins. And you go ahead and you like and subscribe. Next up, to the NXT Women's Championship. That's right, the NXT Women's title will be defended at WrestleMania. Now, this would not have been the only NXT match, which I'm going to get to in a second, but it will be the Queen, the winner of the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble match, the daughter of the Nick Joy, Ric Flair. Woo! Charlotte will get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship against NXT's own nightmare, Rhea Ripley. This is huge that the NXT Women's title will be defended at WrestleMania. It is huge that Charlotte's gone after it. But the other two NXT matches I would have had certainly would have been the men's NXT title. I would have had Adam Cole, baby, defending against the Velveteen Dream. That should have happened at Mania. It looks like it's going to happen on a random NXT. Bad idea. And another match that would happen on a random NXT, I would have had the man called Tommaso Ciampa taking on the other man called Johnny Gargano. That really should have happened at Mania, but it looks like it's going to happen again on a random NXT in 2 weeks' time. And will this even be happening? Because now everybody in Florida has had to stay home, so they might not be shooting at the Performance Center. Wouldn't surprise me if they shoot at the headquarters. But back to this match. Now I'm 50-50 here. Charlotte could win this match and take that title and go to NXT and takes her spot. But I think Rhea winning this really puts NXT on the map and makes it the third brand, cements it as that third brand. So for that, your winner in this one, getting her hand raised high and having a title in her possession, will be Rhea Ripley. Next up, another match that's not big enough for Mania. It will be Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, defending the Raw Tag Team titles that was meant to be against the current United States Champion Andrade and the High Flyer Angel Garza, but it will now be Angel Garza and NXT's Austin Theory. So another fresh match here. Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, getting a fresh match. Now, either way, I'm picking the Street Profits, whether it was Garza, Andrade, or Garza Theory. Great that both Garza and Theory are going to be on a Mania card, but Street Profits are walking out still Raw Tag Team Champions. Now we get on to the interesting matches, and now it's time for me to say to like and subscribe and take these off. Because it will be in a last man standing match on the red brand. It will be the Viper, the Legend Killer. You know him, it's Randy Orton, taking on the rated R superstar, the man who returned at the Royal Rumble, the Hall of Famer himself, Edge. This should be a good one. This match is big enough for WrestleMania. Will Beth Phoenix get involved? We'll have to wait and see. I think we will fight everywhere, but the winner at the end of the night, the last man standing, and the man standing up for the count of 10 will be Edge. Next up, on the blue brand, it will be in the first ever Firefly Funhouse match. It will be the Doctor of Thugonomics, the leader of the C Nation, the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, John Cena, taking on, let him in, Yowie Wowie, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. This should be a good one, interesting. Apparently WWE are going to shoot it like a movie. Now, apparently, I know it's the same guy, but Bray Wyatt and the Fiend will be in this match. You could have it as this. You could have the Bray and the Firefly Funhouse. You could have maybe the puppets get involved in somehow, somewhere. You can even have Wyatt family, Bray, in the match. You can actually then have the Fiend and Cena fighting an evil Funhouse, kind of like It the Clown kind of thing, kind of deal, like a movie. But it'll be interesting to see how they edit this together and how they've actually done it. But the loser doesn't need to win, but the winner certainly does. And the winner in this one, Bray Wyatt. The loser will be John Cena. I think this will be one, if not his last match, certainly one of his last matches ever. It will be in another match that is certainly big enough for WrestleMania. On the Monday Night Raw side of things, it will be the Dead Man, the Phenom, the Legend, Big Evil, and now the American Badass, The Undertaker, taking on the Phenomenal One, the leader of the OC. The damn best wrestler on this planet, he says. The cocky AJ Styles. This should be a good one, and it's going to be a boneyard match. Whatever a boneyard match is, it does a lot look like a Buried Alive match. Not sure why they can't call it that, but there you go. Now, this is something different. A lot of people a lot liking this, but this is something different. It gets people watching, and it hides the Undertaker's weaknesses. I think if Undertaker Styles had a normal match, would have been good, but I think this is better. And and a big if, this is Undertaker's last ever match, then this is the way to go out. And your winner of the first ever Boneyard match, he's going to be AJ Styles. It will be for the Universal Championship. The Hall of Famer, it is Goldberg. Going one-on-one. It was meant to be the big dog, the man who runs this yard, he says, Roman Reigns. If that match had happened, Roman Reigns would be your brand new champion. But Reigns has pulled out on health because of his health, which I fully understand. And his replacement is meant to have been the monster among men. You know him as Braun Strowman. Now let's just hope Braun Strowman has won the Universal Championship. Who I want to win, who I think are going to win, are two completely different things. Who I want to win is Braun Strowman. Who I think is going to win is Goldberg. I do think it's going to be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Reigns wins the title and goes over at SummerSlam. Goldberg's going to be a Brock Lesnar in that he's only going to compete on those big pay-per-views, and SummerSlam is your next big pay-per-view. Before I get into the main event, you like and you subscribe. Then you know our main event. It will be for the WWE Championship. It will be the Beast incarnate, the Mayor of Suplex City, former UFC champion Brock Lesnar, going 1-on-1 against the man with the Claymore kick, the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble 2020, the challenger, Drew McIntyre. This should be a good one. Now, again, who I want to win, who I think are going to win, two completely different things. Who I want to win, are going to become your brand new champion, the first ever Scottish-born WWE champion, will be Drew McIntyre. Who I think is going to win with a quick F5 will be Brock Lesnar. I can't see Brock losing the title in front of nobody. I think Brock's going to win very quickly. Drew's going to take him out, write him off TV until SummerSlam, and Drew also wins a title at SummerSlam. Now, getting into the real main events, it will be for the only title that matters on the night, the Hardcore Championship. It will be in the first ever no holds barred Falls Count Anywhere match. It will be the man you're looking at, the man you want to be, the man you want to see, the man that's all around the world, Hardcore Rock, taking on that loser, that bitch, the man from the other company, MJ out of Awful Elite Wrestling, MJF. And this is not a prediction, this is a spoiler, I'm gonna beat him. Now let's get to somebody else. In the first ever, if this match goes ahead, if this guy, if this man is man enough to actually take me on, to actually respond, to accept my challenge, and you will accept it, you need to accept it, the darkness wants you to accept it, it will be Mr. Cool, Mr. Popularity, Mr. Ratings, Mr. Heel Hardcore Rock, taking on the enemy, the Holiday Christopher Mace, in the first ever Last Man Standing First Blood match, retirement match for the WWE 24/7 Hardcore and Predictions Championships. The winner takes all titles, the winner takes all gold, and that winner you're looking at right now will be me. So there we have it. Those are the WrestleMania predictions. I believe 17 matches are happening, including the two I'm in, the two real main events that will be happening live. No pre-recording matches, but live Sunday night, Sunday evening. You don't miss it. Do not miss it. Like and subscribe right now. And if anybody else wants a shot at this, you know where I am. I'm going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. You grab a referee, you pick the time, the place, and the stipulation, and all of that, and you come and challenge me. But until then, until that time that actually happens, that we never will, because you're all cowards, you're all bitches. You like, you subscribe, and it is the #1. I'll see you in the next video. And I know you can't wait to get more from Hardcore Rock.